Hi everyone, so it's my quick Star Wars video for the day before I go to work. I still got some time, but I got some things I need to take care of. So, I'm one of the people who was talking about Finn being a Force user, all those things, using a lightsaber, and one of the people who was, making the observation, is he a Skywalker? Is he Luke's kid? Well, by the end of The Force Awakens, we know that Rey was the main character, more or less. Domino, come on. Down. Down, come on. Good girl. Go down. Climbing up in the fire pit. Anyway, so we know that Rey is the Force user, the main character through the series that we're going to be following, or at least the main character. Finn's still a main character, he's just... he's the secondary main character. So after that, people start to lean off the whole Finn could be a Jedi, a Force user kind of ideology. But the question still actually remains: is Finn a Force user? Could he still be a Jedi in the long run? The reason I said he'll be back in action in the second movie. We know that. But also, first off, he's getting in better shape than he was before, and he's still training in swordsmanship. That is a very hinting thing right there. I wouldn't say he's doing it just for the sake of doing it. I mean, yeah, you could do it just to say a skill and things along those lines, and help you in other roles down along the line. But you see him training, because this is while Episode 8 was starting filming things along those lines, him getting better and better at the sword skill. So that implies at the very least he's using a lightsaber again, or some sort of blade-esque weapon. But we would just automatically assume lightsaber, and I would think that'd be a proper assumption. So he's at the very least using a lightsaber again. Now, the thing about lightsabers are that very few non-Force users can use them effectively, or at least, without killing themselves, because the blade is weightless. The blade is plasma. That's why you need the sensitivity and dexterity of a Force user to use them properly without killing yourself or someone else around you accidentally. Now, when we see the fight in The Force Awakens, Finn obviously is a novice. He uses the lightsaber twice. He's got military training, so he knows how to use a melee weapon, but at the same time, it's a lightsaber. That's not something you automatically can be like, boo, 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 all skill and stuff like that. And it was a very raw style he was using. He wasn't using any formal training or anything like that in terms of actual lightsabers. But you could see that he at least had the general idea of how to use a lightsaber, how to use a sword of some kind. And he didn't kill himself with the lightsaber. When he fought against Kylo Ren was hurt, and Kylo Ren was mostly messing with him throughout the fight. But Finn actually held his own fairly well, and even got a lucky shot in. But the minute he got the lucky shot in, Kylo's just like, no, screw it. Then slice, done. And then Rey came in and kicked his ass. But the question still remains, is Finn still a Force user? Could he still be a Force user? I'm going to go on the limb and say, yes, I think he could still be a Force user. And I'm going to stick to that. He's Luke Skywalker's son till I'm proven wrong on that. I made that video. I made a video on that theory. I am sticking with that theory until proven wrong. What I like about the fact that Star Wars videos is I can leave those videos up for the remainder of time, and until that answer has been given on whatever subject I chose to talk about, people will still be asking them to click on that video, just like, oh yeah, someone's talking about Izzy. But I think there's a possible one. He was able to at least, effectively, crudely, mind you, but effectively use a lightsaber. But we also have nothing to disprove the fact that he's a Force user. There's no evidence to suggest that he could not be a Force user. We do not know his parents, but all we know is he was taken from his parents at a young age. So it's possible if Luke had a kid and Rey's not his kid and Finn's his kid, maybe he left his wife because maybe it just wasn't gonna work, or his duty as a Jedi, he didn't want to put them in danger, and then she ends up getting killed anyway, and the son taken. Now he feels guilt over that, among any other things. Or, you know, Finn, maybe not even Luke's kid, but Force user nonetheless, taken from his folks, but he's still Force sensitive. That's why he actually was, as Phasma, he actually was a very promising soldier. So, but on his first real combat test, which was in The Force Awakens, it didn't pan out for his psyche. He couldn't handle it. Domino's just having fun running around. So it's very, again, because we do not know his parentage, that whole is he a Force user thing could very well be the case. He could be Force sensitive. I mean, Maz is not a Jedi, but she's Force sensitive. Kanata. I don't see any reason why Finn couldn't be the same. That being said, what would it be like if we found out if Finn found his parents or found someone who actually knew him from birth and actually told him what his real name was and it's not Finn? It's like, do we have to change this character's name now for the action figure? We gotta label Finn. What's his real name? Yana Ho Shabadubu Babadibaba. It's like, I don't think I can spell that. We're gonna call him Finn. But also, now that being said, we don't know for a fact, but we have a very strong indication that Finn will not be joining Rey throughout the majority of Episode 8. He's going to be on his own separate adventure with Poe. He's probably going to be dealing with Phasma quite a bit. Phasma's going to have a very big role, much bigger role in the next movie. Thank God. And if they do meet up, it probably won't be till near the end. Because in all three movies, Luke and Han and Leia were together for a short time in all three of the movies, or at least for some amount of time. You know, in the very beginning of the episode, it's 5, Empire Strikes Back, they were on Hoth. Luke goes away, comes back, he's with them again. Then he's gone for God knows, I can't remember the time span between those years. Gone for a couple years. They reunite, and then they go on Endor, then Luke goes again. So there's a lot of coming and going back and forth in those movies. It could be the very same thing with these characters. Now, if he is Force sensitive, do I see him becoming a Jedi? No, I don't see him becoming a Jedi. I think Rey is going to be the one becoming the actual Jedi. Finn may very well be Force sensitive. I still stick with that theory right now that I think he is actually Force sensitive at least. Again, I will hold on to that Skywalker theory till the day I am proven wrong. But assuming he's not Skywalker's kid, which it's very possible. I threw that theory out there. I know it's kind of a joke, but still possible. I don't think he's going to be a Jedi simply because that doesn't seem... If The Force Awakens kind of laid the groundwork for anything, it's that Rey is going to be the focal point of the story. She's going to be the one who's got the arc, becoming the Jedi, maybe fighting against the dark side more than Finn is. That's not to say Finn might not do that as well, it's just he's not doing it in the same manner as Rey is. Finn's got his own stories to tell in this new trilogy, and Rey's stories are Rey's stories, so... I don't see him becoming at least not a true Jedi. Do I see him maybe being Force sensitive? I actually see that happening. I think he's going to be a Force sensitive in some way, shape, or form. And Poe might be as well. Like on the same level the Han is in the expanded lore, or EU now. That he was Force sensitive, that's at least to a degree. That's why he was able to navigate the asteroid field the way he did. But that's neither here nor there. Do I think he's Force sensitive, Finn? Yes. Do I think he's going to be a Jedi? No, I don't think he's going to be a Jedi. But I think that it's very likely we're going to see a lot more from Finn than what right now we have to go off of. So that's my thoughts on this subject. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. If you have an idea for who would win, also put that in the comments below. I will get to that at some point as well. Divining Dories tonight. I have no plans for videos tomorrow. Box office is on Sunday as always. If something happens, certainly I'll talk about it. But anyway, other than that, though, don't count on it. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you folks next time.